You are watching Shaw Arts and Entertainment. I am your host, Curtis Anderson. There was a huge show Sunday night at the Broadway Theatre. Flower Child was opening up for Jeff Martin. Now, if you don't know who Jeff Martin is, shame on you. Of course, he's a Canadian music icon. He was the former frontman of the Tea Party. I was on hand Sunday night to talk to both parties.
You feel broken, 'cause you can't see the forest from the trees.
I want to give you a proper introduction. I know I stumble over these things because, I'm sure everybody and their dog says, former frontman of the Tea Party, right? That's standard. And then the radio guys go like, Canadian rock icon, Jeff Martin. So what do you prefer? In a perfect world, if we could stop, tape, rewind, start over, how would you like me to introduce you?
Handsome icon, things like that. Yeah, that always works, so it's cool. Yeah.
We're with the handsome icon, Jeff Martin, here at the Broadway Theatre. Say something about the tour so far. Here you are in Saskatoon in March. You excited? Not excited? Saskatoon, March, not always the best combination.
Well, it's been a long time since I've been back to Saskatoon, and and even Canada for that part. Now that I live in Australia, and we've only been maybe 9 shows in now. On the tour we started in Vancouver, but the response has been overwhelming, and the records, it's doing fantastic in Canada. Everyone's digging the music. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
It's just great to lay the kerosene down again, and light the match, so it's cool.
Well, you've definitely left your mark here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I commented before the camera started rolling, there's a loose gaggle of people behind the Broadway Theatre waiting for your arrival. That's rare for Saskatoon March. I was talking to a musician friend of mine, and he told me to tell you that the Tea Party at TCU Place, one of the top 3 shows he's ever seen in his life.
Lovely.
Here's my connection. Okay? Edgefest, the summer of 1997.
Right.
I'm in my first ever mosh pit. Collective Soul is on the stage. I'm having a good time. I'm jumping up and down thinking, this is great. They leave. Tea Party takes the stage. I'm not having fun anymore. I am scared. I am scared for my life. I am crawling bloody out of the pit. And this. I don't want to make it go dark, but I get out of the pit, and I'm like so happy to be in one piece, and somebody goes, dude, Princess Diana died. That was the moment. That was the day. Do you remember that?
Yeah, okay. I do actually.
Crazy.
Yes.
Again, don't want to make things too dark. But now, let's go back to the album. Quick change. The Ground Cries Out.
Well, The Ground Cries Out there was a poet in the 1600s. His name was Rumi, right? And so for people that are fans of poetry, they would know who Rumi is. He was a Sufi, which is a certain aspect of Islam, completely the opposite from the fanatical, radicalization of it all, and it's a beautiful, beautiful religion, all about love and tolerance and everything. And Rumi wrote a poem called "The Ground Cries Out." It's a beautiful poem, and I decided to take the title, and change the intention somewhat, but keep to the soul of the situation, and so it's a weird thing, because. When I wrote this song, when I wrote the melody for that song, The Ground Cries Out, I was living in Luxor, Egypt, at the time. I was there for a couple of months, and I wrote the little melody that's behind the whole song, and I kind of put it away into the vaults and never used it with the Tea Party, and found it again. When I moved over to Australia and going through all this stuff, and so I started writing a song around it, and then with the lyrics and everything, and then lo and behold, the song comes out, and with its connection to Egypt, and everything, and then you look at what happened in Egypt, just a month ago, and this song's playing on the radio. I'm thinking to myself, wow, that's synchronicity, serendipity to a certain extent, and it's like how could a rock song be more relevant, So it's cool.
You've already conquered the world once with the Tea Party. Taking another run at it, what's left on your to-do list? What's in your headlights?
Listen, mate, what it comes down to now is that the amount of joy, and happiness that we got making this record, the 3 of us, myself, Malcolm Clark, Jay Cortez, if we can get that feeling, instill that feeling in people listening to this music, right? I've had the fame, the money and all that stuff and everything else, right? It's like, I'm just doing it purely for the love of playing music now, and I just want to make people happy.
Can you hear her? Can you hear her?
Now joined by Gregory Vitale of Flower Child. Welcome to Saskatoon. As I mentioned in my interview with Jeff, Saskatoon in March, not always the best combination, but are you enjoying our fine city? Have you been here for a while?
We just rolled in this morning, to be honest with you. It's a nice sunny day. But yeah, people seem to be really nice. We were at brunch this morning and it was really cool. You know.
Big show in a matter of hours. What is Flower Child going to bring to the Broadway Theatre?
You know, we have a nice variety of songs.
Okay.
This record sort of consists of some country blues, some rock, and even elements of some, you know, rock pop, I think. So there's a lot of variety to the show. Yeah.
I was looking you guys up, and big influence. You mentioned like Bruce Springsteen, Bryan Adams. I was wondering how that gels with the sound Jeff Martin's bringing.
You know, yeah, those influences were definitely in my younger years growing up, right?
So they've evolved,
They've evolved,
matured,
I
and
think.
mutated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, this record was produced by Jeff, and some songs co-written. So, you know, there's the...
So he got rid of the na-na-nas and all that?
Got rid of them? Yeah, actually he did. It's funny you should say
Really?
that.
No.
Yeah. And, you know, there's some great guitar work on it, and we...
All right. Quick band bio, a little history. Flower Child.
Well, it's a relatively new band, actually, a new band that I put together for this tour.
Okay.
And when I did the record in Ireland with Jeff, it was really a collaboration of myself with Jeff and some other writers, you know, and it was kind of like a solo effort at one point, and it's developed, of course, and it has to be translated like this live, you know, with a band. So it's a new band, and it's a whole new concept, yeah, Flower Child.
You've been on tour with him so far, the whole stretch, so
Yeah.
about 9 shows in. Where are you headed after Saskatoon?
We're working our way east.
Okay,
And,
so the next cities include, any idea?
Yeah, Winnipeg,
Oh,
Thunder
yeah.
Bay, then we're in Southern Ontario for the remainder of the tour, and I think we're finishing in Montreal.
All right, I don't know if I'm going to actually get any footage of Flower Child, so say something profound to end the interview that will just stick with the viewers, and they will just forever remember Flower Child.
Could we ever know each other in the slightest without the arts? That's a little trivia. Where will you find that quote? And it's you probably see the quote every day.
If you get the correct answer, he'll hug you at the Winnipeg show.
Oh, we'll send you some CDs and
Yeah.
T-shirts. Could we ever know
Check the
each other
website.
in the slightest without the arts? It's a real good one.
Thanks, Gregory. Good luck.
Thank you.